Oh, dearie me. Welcome, Thirtless, to another video of crazy cult leader, and I don't even know where to go with this one. Like I say, I'm always going to comment on outrageous or the next chapter of the Bluffgate saga, and I receive a lot of comments from people who believe in this televangelist, because that's what he is now. Let's just face it, all in televangelist Peter Popoff II. You know, embarrassing. And I get a lot of comments, yes, I get a lot of emails thanking me for showing them what real spirit communication, if you want to call it evidence, what your evidence should be. Your evidence should be not edited. It should be not touched. It should be just as it happened, yeah? Bluff can't do that. But I get so many comments of like, hater, you're just a hater. Because that invalidates everything, right? Oh, I'm a hater. Yeah, right, okay, so everything that is on the table here that shows that he's just a fraud and a scam artist, preying on the gullible and all the rest of it, no, debunked. No, none of those arguments stand because I'm a hater. Yeah, there you go. Nah. Obviously, those types of people you're never going to reach, and you're certainly not going to save everyone. And as the sub count goes up by doing celebrity sessions and that, I don't think those people will hang around for too long. I mean, the views, considering how many subs, he's got 600,000 subs, and he usually gets about 20,000 views. That's a really, really bad count. But at the end of the day, there are still a lot of people there that, think it's all real and legit. And it gets crazier and crazier. I don't know if that's a desperation to sell more of these decorated guitar amps for $4,000 or whatever they're going for today, I hate to think. Or if that's just one of those things, Oh dear, it's mad. It really, really is mad. And just outright lies after. And the Michael Jackson one, which I'll link in the description if you want. Just outright lying. Michael Jackson's just walked in. Yeah, he's standing right in front of me. Oh, I can see him. Yeah. Sure you can. You fucking liar. Why the fuck you lying? Yeah, you know the stuff. But, my God, this is going into more crazy territory. I really do feel traits of Jim Jones in this. And how far will this go? Who knows? At the end of the day, it's only to make a quick buck. Well, I say a quick buck, a lot of bucks, and he'll go until that dries up. When that dries up is when he'll fuck off and move, But till then, the misinformation will keep coming. The fake sessions will get worse and worse and worse. They're just outright blatant now, because if anyone believes that, then it doesn't matter what he puts out, So let's cover this, let's go through it, and let's cringe, because it is fucking cringy, so cringy. And anyone watch this who is a Huff fan? Hater? You're such a hater. Yeah, hater. Fuck you. Hater. Oh, it's so bad. Do something positive. Yeah, hashtag love is the key. That's ingenious though. Gotta give him his credit. He is a very clever man, because by taking this sort of form of rhetoric of, I have so much love, any legit concern someone has, you're just being negative, and it can be thrown off just like that. Boshed. It's such an amazing defense mechanism. Clever. Anyway, let's go watch this. I don't even want to watch it. It's fucking awful. But someone sent it to me and they said, watch it. Seriously. Why do I put myself through this?
Jesus, today we need love more than ever. I'm getting this overwhelming urge to ask for Jesus for some reason. God, what is going on? It just started exploding. I'm feeling this energy.
Jesus Christ, it starts already. Look at the Duper's delight on it. He can barely contain himself. Now, I've watched this video once through already, just to know what I'm in for. And I'll point out when it comes out, but fucking hell. Fucking hell, the Duper's delight on it. Cult fucking leader. And it's going in that direction. I reckon he will form a cult if it's successful. I really, really do. And the people are swallowing it all up because they don't understand. I know they're religious already and they're a bit wishy-washy, but how could a nice man be lying to me? He's so nice, he's got so much love in his heart. He does this from the bottom of his heart, you know. He doesn't make any money. The amount of people who say that, sorry, he doesn't make any money off these boxes. He doesn't. You fucking idiots!
Feeling this energy.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Steve from Huff Paranormal. I have the Soul Speaker right here. I'm going to use the SCD2 with it today. It's midday, it's Thursday. We're not doing a creepy, 1 a.m. session.
Your creepy sessions are 11 a.m. I'm in my pajamas, guys. I mean, you can see light coming through the curtain, but I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, that's me done. Creepy. You know what's creepy about that session, Huff? Was your rapey look.
A lot of people have asked questions about the light, right? A lot of my videos have questions. What is the light in the comments? What do they mean by the light? Well, that's an easy, quick answer, and I'm going to tell you in this video. So let me fire up the SCD2 and get started.
Oh, that's a face that you can trust, isn't it? That is a face that says, trust me. I am a cult leader. Just drink this drink and everything will be alright. I assure you.
Alright, so what is the light? When you hear a spirit in my videos asking about the light, what does that mean exactly? Well, if you look at things of the past, researchers of the past, documentaries on life after death, people who have had near-death experiences, it all points to one thing. When you hear about near-death experiences, people who have clinically died even and claim they went to heaven or saw relatives or saw God himself, Jesus, they often talk about a tunnel of light, that when their soul leaves their body, they are presented with the light. If they enter that light, they go through a tunnel and reach heaven. They are greeted by loved ones who've went before them. So if you look at everything in the past and currently, even with my
your evidence consists of jump cuts constantly, so it's void from the start. Your evidence consists of apps that are rigged on your own sound banks. Your evidence is just not evidence. Sorry. It's true though.
Currently, even with my evidence, the light refers to the light of heaven. Heaven is the source of pure love. It's the source of energy of love. It's the universe, right? So we all come from that source of love. When we're born as a baby, we are pure love. Our soul knows only love.
I love the way he just talks like matter of fact, like he has first-hand information that, yeah. When you were born as a baby, all you know is love. No, you don't. You know, oh my God. What you know, Huff, is instinct, yeah? Just suckle your mother's tits, you frickin' idiot.
And I always say love is the key, because as we grow and we get older and we live through this sometimes difficult life, sometimes tragic life, we sometimes forget about that ever important thing, which is love. So love is the key, but the light is referred to the light of heaven. So if we get any spirits asking for the light, I don't know if we will today, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, that usually means there is a lost soul, or a soul who either was not presented with the light for one reason or another, because from what it seems like, we don't all get to go to the light, right? It could be a spirit who was afraid to go into the light. It's been said by experts, even though I don't feel there's experts in this kind of field, it's been said by those who've written books and have experience that the light only lasts for us for 3 or 4 days after we pass, because it gives us those 3 or 4 days to say our own goodbyes and watch over our loved ones. Some even claim our souls attend our own funerals. And I was just out there watching some of the funeral of John McCain, which is going on right now here in Arizona. I am in Phoenix, Arizona. So it's kind of sad to watch, but I know that John's out there and he's probably with his family.
Really surprised you haven't done a session because, about him, because, these celebrities who don't know you in real life, in death will just flock towards you, Huff, rather than their own family, because, you know, you're so important, so damn important, and you are the chosen one after all. Really surprised at that. Kudos.
Our soul never dies. Our soul goes on. You hear me say this a lot, but if you're new here, you haven't heard it. So remember, our soul never dies, and love is the key.
Love certainly is not the key. That is a marketing gimmick. That is the whole, hey, if you have a legitimate concern because you think something's up or fake, I can just dismiss you as being negative, yeah? If you're negative, I don't need to address your answers or whatever, you know? That's what the love is the key thing. To get intelligent contact is nothing to do with love, okay? Nothing to do with it, okay? You could be the most nastiest piece of work or the nicest guy going, okay? I like to think of myself as quite a nice guy, you know, genuine. I'm not here to rip anybody off, you know what I mean? Unlike somebody else, maybe. And, you know, I've done plenty of videos about the homeless, you know, so to say. Not that I want to be a virtue signalling cunt, but, you know, I've actually gone up and spoke to them, so to say, you know what I mean? Nothing to do with love or whatever, nothing. That is not what, you know, getting contact, it's not going to help you get contact. It's not the key. I'm really bad at describing this, but no, love is the key. That is not, you know, the key to get good contact. You're not getting good contact at the moment? It's because you're not lovely enough. You're not lovely enough. You've got to open up your heart, pour your heart out, pour your fucking heart out, and just, you know, throw yourself at the mercy, and you will get good communication. What? You're not using a CD2 and a decorated guitar amp? Then, I mean, sorry, a soul speaker? Well, what do you expect? You're just not connected, and that's all your fault, you know?
This is Steve Huff. I come as a friend. I come in peace. I come with only love in my heart and soul. I do not welcome any mean, evil, negative, or demonic entities. This is a place of love. This is a house of love. This is a family of love. If any evil tries to sneak in, you will be banished right back to hell where you came from.
You have that much power, do you? You can just banish people back to... Of course you've got that much power. Of course, I remember now. Johnny Cash was in hell, and you managed to get him to the light. You saved Johnny Cash, of course. This is the thing about being the chosen one. You have a lot of power, Huff, and with great power comes responsibility. It
is not tolerated here, and I do not fear you. Fear is nothing that you can feed off in this house. So,
fear. You don't have any fear. Well, I've got a few videos of you, you know, totally freaking out right now about fear, because these demons came around in circles and they... Sorry, poke tongue and Jupiter's delight, you know. They punched me in the stomach and I thought I was dying. A demon, a demon, a demon. It was about the time when a new app was coming out, or a new decorated iteration of the decorated guitar amp coming out. Yeah, we haven't had that for a while. And you know where you had to go to hospital to have a quick heart checkup? I mean, sorry, you had to go to hospital because you got attacked again? Yeah. Fear, Huff. You tell yourself that you're not scared. Because you're not. I know you're not.
This house. So let's turn on the device. Feel free to come through. It usually takes 2-3 minutes for them to start really coming in. Hello? Who's here with me? Wait, did you say Johnny? Because Johnny was here last week.
Very sly little jump cut. That's a bit better, Huff. Bit better.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes? Okay.
Who would like to speak?
Probably one or two other.
I'll talk about this reply. This is really, really important, alright? Because what Huff says is that spirits manipulate the audio, and that's what they say, right? How do you discern that that's not the app saying probably one or two others, or a spirit talking? At least with the spirit box, this thing here, I know when it's radio and when it is only spirit talking. How do I know? Well, I don't always 100% know, but for instance, if it comes up with a swear word, or something along the lines of, you know, the devil, that kind of crap, we don't have religious radio stations over here, okay? I get a good indicator. and plus it sounds a little bit different when you get a bit more experience. But as far as those apps go, especially the ones made by Sanchez, which Huff is connected with, it's an internet stream, okay, or banks. Now Huff has the ability to put any sound he wants into those banks, anything he chooses to prefabricate his session, which I'm going to show you in a bit when he moves on, because Jupiter's Delight is just absolutely brilliant. But this reply right here shows so, probably one or two others, okay? Now you've got to understand what streams these are being pulled from. The streams are owned by Anthony Sanchez, and these streams talk about the paranormal. These streams talk about UFOs, all that kind of thing, you know? So it's related in subject matter. So you are going to get that kind of thing coming through. And they're very, very cleverly built, these apps. He has no discernible way of telling if it is spirit or if it is just the app. No discernible way whatsoever. Just assumptions and just putting his flag down, declaring victory. Now, my other video, Ruffling Josh's Feathers, Josh says, oh, do we get it wrong sometimes? You know, of course everything isn't spirit. You know, I never proclaim to do that. And nor does Huff. Well, he does. Right there, right then, you know? That fitted the narrative perfectly.
Okay, the one or two others, you can come in. You can speak through this device. Is there a Wanda? Wanda? There's a female presence here. She's showing me a bracelet. It has letters on it. So I don't know if it...
Cold reading. Here we go, the cold reading stuff. And he's going to explain in a minute. Now, notice, right? Okay. If I refer you to one of my videos, I'm going to put one video link, and it's a famous video of mine that everybody knows. When the link or the connection is made, it is backwards and forwards constantly. I don't jump cut. I don't need to jump cut. It's not often the connection happens, I certainly will admit, because that's, you know, the fun of being real, I guess. But you look how backwards and forwards this session is. I'm going to link you. It's be a first one on this link, okay? Backwards and forwards, yeah? This one, oh yeah, there are probably two of them or whatever it said. Then it's gone dead. Nothing. Proof that was just the app. If that was spirit there, he could continue the conversation. So he's going on a different tangent now. He's using the cold reading thing. And he's going to say in a minute, and he uses this with his Patreons quite a lot. Oh, if that relates to you, then, you know, it is probably your spirit or your granddad or whatever, you know. Don't be afraid to put down in the comments or whatever, you know, that I have your, you know, your person next to you. I'm going to talk about something else very, very quickly as well, which is quite kind of worrying and disgusting in another way. Now, think about that. Oh, yeah, talking about a wrist, sorry, you know, a bracelet, a wrist with letters on it, or whatever, or a necklace, talking about that. How many people out there do you think, right, have a special someone who used to wear a special necklace or a special bracelet that is connected to them and your family? How many? Fucking hundreds. It's called cold reading, and it's bloody clever. And those that are fake mediums will use this all the time. Real mediums don't need to do this fake reading, cold rubbish, you know. They know, you know, or they don't know, and they say, I'm getting nothing. You know, they tell the truth. Now, a disturbing thing I saw was in Huff's comments. There was a guy on there, and he literally just said, I've just found your channel, is this real? And of course, Huff answers back straight away, and I can't see Huff's stuff. I couldn't be asked to sign out because he blocked me, because he blocks anybody who says anything that might, you know, show what he is about, yeah? And it says this is real. Now, I can't see Huff's comment, but at the bottom of that comment afterwards, it says, hey, I'm just a kid, okay? I don't have any money. I've got probably like, you know, 100 quid in my debit account. That's all I've got. So I don't have any money, so I'm sorry I don't have any money. So straight away, in that small block of comment, this guy is tapping him up for money. Huff is tapping up a boy. Not that he knew he was a boy, so I'm not going to kill him straight away and say, hey, you don't, you know. But he had no idea this guy was a kid. But straight away, is this real? Tap for money, straight away. Not good, Huff. Not good at all. But yeah, watch this. Watch his mediumship come into play all of a sudden. And how relevant it would be just to you. Think about yourself. How relevant what he's saying to you would be to you. If it's relevant to you, who else is it relevant to? Clever, isn't it?
So I don't know if I don't know if any of you watching know Awanda or Lawanda, and she had letters on a bracelet. You can come through if you're here.
Tree jump cut.
You can come through if you're here. I'm seeing you, but I don't know if you can come through this box. Okay, I'm going to try to push out and envision love energy coming out of me, actual heart beating, and I associate that with love, and it's beating. And every time it beats, it's sending out that love energy into the room. And any spirits here, you are free to soak in that love energy. Hold on.
You get fucking cringy. It's almost like nauseating. It makes you feel sick. Obviously, the people that are into this and, you know, love, yeah, love, love, love. You can't be negative. You mustn't be negative. Look, disassociate the truth and, like, lies between negative and positive, right? The truth isn't always positive. Sometimes the truth is not nice, okay? But the truth is the truth is the truth. And this guy is just something else. But, yeah, so he's... this is where the cult leader thing going on. And if you ever go against that grain, you are banned, you are thrown away, never to return again, because you are negative and you are a distraction to the cause. The cause is sales and, obviously, and all the rest of it. But, yeah.
If I can. Sometimes this does this. Okay, let me pause this because this has been happening in my group nights over at Patreon, where we try to reach loved ones for those at Patreon, where I try to reach loved ones for those at Patreon. And lately the sessions have me seeing a lot more my intuitive abilities, which have been growing like crazy over the last year, ever since I accepted God in my heart and soul. Ever since I've just had this overwhelming feeling of love and love energy, it's like I've been seeing more. And I'd say the last group session had 70–80% of me just talking about what I was seeing, and almost all of that was validated by those who took part. So when I say, like, I see a Wanda or Lawanda and she's showing me a bracelet with letters on it, that I don't see it clearly, but I see like little flashes of it, and I have to try to put it together. At first I thought I was going nuts until people started validating, like, oh, that's this person, that's my grandmother, that's my mother, that's my father. So if any of you, you know, watching can relate to what I'm saying, or you know a Wanda Lawanda and she had there was something about that bracelet with letters on it, feel free to comment. And anything I say, I now see an older woman who was here a minute ago. Now she's not here, but she had short gray hair and it had a little brown in it, or dark black, maybe not brown. She's correcting me, it's black. It was black hair with a lot of gray. It was short, and she liked, her favorite thing was to sit in her chair. She had a chair in her living room, and she loved to read her books every day. In fact, she wasn't a fan of television. She liked to read her books, and she passed in that chair. So if any of you, I can't get a name, but if any of you know this woman that I just described, leave a comment. We're going to start this back up because I don't want to turn this into an intuitive session here on YouTube.
Start with the Patreon things, okay? The Patreons straight away will give their information over. I need you to contact my granddad. My granddad passed away last year. He used to sit in a chair and used to read a lot. Yada, 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 yada. Huff reads all this and goes, yep. And he starts writing it down. He's going to be using this. Oh, did an old man just come into the room with, you know, same thing? And a lot of it is loosely as fuck. What he's describing there, an old woman with white hair and a little bit of brown who used to sit in her chair and doesn't like TV and reads. How many people do you think? How many old people do you know that are like that? I can think of 4 straight away. Bessie Shorten, Mrs. Tilly, can't remember her name, and Mrs. Scoggins. 4 people. That's related to me. So I write, oh my god! All right, they're not all dead yet, but if they had all died, no, Bessie Shorten's dead because that's my grandma. But you see what I'm saying, you know? Fucking, he's something else, isn't he? He really is something else. You're a cunt, Huff. You're a nasty piece of work, and you know, you sit here and you're like, oh yeah, how You're just a hater. Yeah, I'm just a hater. I have no idea what I'm talking about at all. I got no. This is the thing. He's going on something that is real and, you know, proven to work, and then failing it with bullcrap in the middle. Clever stuff. Oh, you asshole.
All right, come on, spirits. Come on through. All right. Is someone here looking for his wife? How long ago did you die? Who's looking for their wife?
Little jump cut put in there for obvious reasons.
Who's looking for their wife?
20 years, really.
Do you know who I am?
Years of investigation.
That's from one of those streams about UFOs where they took years of investigation, probably talking about Area 51 or something. And that wonderbox, soul speaker, whatever you want to call it, it's a guitar amp and pedal with decorations on it, nothing more, which is sold to the gullible for up to $4,000. Seriously. It's just it makes it sound a bit spooky, you know, and people fall for it. They really, really do. And it annoys me because there's kernels of truth in it, you know. Like I said, you can get a spirit box and you can do this for real, you know. It doesn't always work. It really doesn't, okay? And other times when the connection is made, like Halloween, things like that, I don't know what days or why conditions are right, it works. And it's not just once. It goes backwards and forwards for a good period of time. I've got that video linked up there. If you haven't, I mean, most of you have watched it, but if you haven't watched it and you're a Huff fan, go watch what a real session looks like when it works. No jump cuts, okay? Just recorded as is, as it happened, yeah?
Investigation. So long as this. His name is Billy.
Billy.
Billy. Billy has been a staple of Bluff, you know, Bluff Chronicles for a long time. I think you should start calling out the Bluff Chronicles. Yeah, he has. Yeah, what happened there is there's a guy called Shannon, contact Mortis the wizard. He started having communications with an entity that kept calling itself Eon, and he kept returning over and over again, proper back and forth without the jump cuts and stuff. When Huff saw this, he was like, I want one of these too. I want one of these familiar spirits. So he started fabricating a story about Billy. Billy this, Billy that, Billy. And it is just jump cut, Billy, jump cut. It is fucking terrible. Really embarrassing, really cringy. Now, Billy is going to make an appearance. Oh no, Billy went away and then he come back, or he could be someone else. And, yeah, it's whatever you want it to be, it is.
This was extremely important.
It's extremely important.
Your death experience.
Doesn't lead a session either. He never leads a session. He only follows the session, yeah? You know, it said, this is extremely important. Oh, this is extremely important, is it? You know, he follows it. He doesn't lead it. You know, never ever leads it. Terrible for that. And that's the thing between us people who are real. We do lead our sessions. And if contact happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're quick to admit that there's nothing going on here. It's fucking shit. It doesn't work all the time. It really, really doesn't. I'd say, like I keep telling people, 1 in 10, does it really work? And it goes backwards and forwards, maybe even 1 in 20. But, you know, you could say 3 to 4 out of 10 are questionable as a bit of back and forth, but not really. And that leaves, like, you know, 7 or, you know, 6 or 7 out of 10 complete write-offs. Just a radio going around, you know. Stay away from those apps. And that, especially if you could decorate a guitar amp with the apps, it brings you nothing but false positives. Do you want to, you know that you're talking to something, have proof, like that video, which is linked up there? Go fucking watch it if you haven't. I know what most of you have. Or do you want to just fool yourself? It's up to you. Your money, your choice, your stupidity. Makes no difference.
Your death experience.
We were just talking about a near-death experience.
Grasping at straws for validation. Absolute grasping at straws. Plant pot. I have a plant pot in my kitchen. That is validation, guys. Follow the session. Don't ever lead it.
About a near-death experience. Did you see the light when you passed away? When your soul left your body, did you see the light?
Yes,
Big fat jump cut. Did you see the light? Wait, smuggy little grin. Jump cut. The light. Utter jump cut, you fucking fraud.
So I had to take a break because I was feeling the energy dwindling, and anytime I offer my energy to the spirits, they seem to take it. And so I took about 2 to 3 hours. I went out, had some lunch, relaxed, and then I came back to do a part 2. And this part is quite incredible.
Not incredible, Huff. The best session ever. Bloody, bloody, blah. No, translates into this. I had to take a break because I'd taken my energy. I got something to eat, blah, blah. No. I took a break and I had to rig some sound samples. Watch what happens here, because, you know, you could see the tablet in SCD2 there, and, you know, he's just following the session, jump cutting as he pleases. Well, this time, a load of sound samples are going to be blasted towards him, and he's going to be like, oh my god, this is so intense. But you don't see the tablet, you don't see anything, you don't know where that's even coming from, that source, you've got no idea where it's coming from. And he's smugly grinning with his Jupiter's delight. It is really bad. So just sit back. I'm not going to comment. You just watch, right? Him going about how intense this session is and how I came back. You don't see the tablets, hidden out of sight, so you don't know what the source is, and he can't contain a smug. The Jupiter's delight is just too much for him. It's just a load of sound samples fired through. Watch and learn. He is a bluff master.
Jesus, today we need love more than ever. I'm getting this overwhelming urge to ask for Jesus for some reason. God is... What is going on? It just started exploding. I'm feeling this energy. What the heck? Wow. Was Jesus something in the box? I'm seeing angels.
I mean, we're going to get another jump cut now, and he's going to go back to the median thing. I'm seeing angels flying around this room, but they're little angels though, and see what I mean? It's pretty bad, but can you see his Jupiter's delight? You could barely contain them. It's like a little kid in a candy store. It's kind of funny, because what this boils down to, at the end of the day, people believe this. They're going to ask him about, I need that box because I need to talk to my gran. And what he'll say to him is, yeah, your gran's next to me now, and she says to me, wouldn't it be nice to continue this conversation? You know, if you buy this box, we can continue this conversation. You know, and there's no returns on it, no returns whatsoever. It's a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit.
Something in the box. I'm seeing angels flying around this room in a circular pattern. But they're small. I'm being filled up with this love, like almost like spirits have been taking it and draining me of it, and they're refilling it. Are you refilling me with this love? Is that what's going on?
Not only was I feeling a replenishing of energy and love, I was seeing it in my head as well. So the feelings, the visuals, and the audio all come together to validate what was happening.
Multiple rays of it just coming down. I can see them flying around. Fixed. Did you hear that? They brought in more love into me. I've been giving it out in my energy. Did you just fill me with more love? Energy, that energy I'm speaking of. It's been getting depleted. Are you refilling it?
A believer. The mountains flow down for you. We love you.
I love you too. That was amazing.
Your bluff skills are incredibly amazing, Bluff. They really, really are. And any of you saying, oh, you're just jealous. Yeah. So jealous. I wish I could be such a con artist like this. I really, really do, because it's just in my moral compass to be that way. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Look, You want to know my background and where I come from? As an atheist skeptic, didn't believe in none of this stuff. Didn't believe in it. And that's probably what keeps my rational head on. It was only because I moved into a house and I met my wife and she said that she had something there. I didn't believe her. Oh boy, did that soon turn around, and I got the proof to back it up. I got the photo, you know, session, yeah. I'm an atheist skeptic turned believer, but I know when someone's yanking my chain, what real communication is about. I've done so much research into this for the past, I'm going to use bluff figures now, but true figures, probably over a decade. We're looking at, that's what I guess out, 2007, okay, so what's that, 11 years, okay, well, when I came into this, if you want to call it that, 11 years, you know, from, I questioned, like Bluff said earlier, like, oh, I wasn't sure I was going mad, so I was seeing things, yeah, seeing things in his head, or just had an idea or thought, will this work, but the difference was, I was witnessing things that, like, rub my eyes, or hearing things open air speak. No shit. Bluff has sent a helicopter after me. Oh God! Silver Kool-Aid fans are coming to get me now!
Too. That was amazing. I love you too, spirits. I love all living things. I love all unliving things. I just felt like they were filling me up with more love energy, and lately when I would do sessions, I would feel drained for 2 or 3 days, like my energy has been being taken. And I just saw and visioned these spirits flying around and just shooting me with like this love that was like these rays of light going right into my chest. And they're saying, you need this, you need this. And then we get some validations through the box and the love message. That is amazing. I feel so electric and a little emotional right now, but in a good way. Oh, I love when this kind of thing happens. Thank you so much. Ghost Box.
Is it safe to come out yet? It is? Oh, whew, whew. Yeah, those Kool-Aiders are dedicated to the cause, and you know, hashtag love is the key. They're not very loving. They fire a lot of insults and a lot of hate, and you know, like I say, you know, hater, yeah, well that just, you know, sums it all up right there. If you're a hater, then, you know, any argument you put out or any debate showing, you know, what he's doing is just void, because you're a hater. Oh, duh, yeah. Ghost box. That's right, spirit. Ghost box. That's what you need. One of I joke, I jest, but you know, seriously, it's something else. Did you notice how many little jump cuts are in there though? I don't know if that's just on that small section of film. I don't know if that's just because, you know, he's trying to get his words right or what he wants to say, but he can hardly contain himself with a duper's delight. It's just funny to watch. It is really, really bad. Dear me, Huff. You are something else. You really are.
Ghost Box. Are there any lost souls here? Please forgive. You have to ask God for that forgiveness. I'll pray for you all.
No. You don't have to ask God for forgiveness. You just have to ask Huff. You saved Johnny Cash. You took him from hell. I saw it with my own eyes. I witnessed it with my own eyes. You played his video backwards through the machine, the decorated guitar amp, right? And you just pointed and clicked and jump cutted the bits you want that sounded like his voice and to the narrative of the situation. And you saved him. Oh my God, Huff, don't sell yourself short. You're the chosen one, remember? Remember, you're chosen. Remember that rigged up called Divination Box, where it just had 2 MP3s on it, a 10 minutes long sample from the ASMR video? Remember that? And it was in backwards on the amp, but your guitar box flips it around the other way. Sorry, spirit flipped it around the other way. Yeah, whatever, yeah? You're chosen. Don't sell yourself short, Huff. They don't have to ask God. They just have to ask you. Just believe. Love is the key.
Communicating with me. Thank you very much. Remember, love is the key, spirits and those watching. If you have love in your heart, the love of God in your soul, everything's going to be okay. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. And thank all of you for watching. We've surpassed 600,000 subscribers here. That is amazing. I feel blessed. I remember when I hit 500 subscribers. and then 1,000, and then 5,000, which I thought was just amazing. When I hit 100,000, I just thought at the time that was the peak, you know, that was the peak. And here we are just past 600,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Love to all. Remember, love is the key, and there's much more to come. I'll see you next time.
So blessed. Blessed be. The cult leader has spoken. I'm touched by every one of you. I really, really am. And I'm not ripping anybody off. Not in the slightest. I'm not using cold reading techniques. I'm not jump cutting either, because I don't know if you noticed, but I put a few disclaimers up saying at the start of my videos, this is 100% real. What you are watching is how it was actually recorded, except for it's not, but it is, because, you know, I double bluffed you and you're also stupid. But, you know, ah, dearie me. Anyway, this hater has to go now. I know this video wasn't as interesting or as fun as frolicking, but it's evolving, isn't it? It really is evolving to something else, and it's embarrassing because, yeah, all right, you know, jokes aside, you know, he is big in the terms of this sector. He's pretty fucking big, Huff. And those that watch him and believe in him, they don't have any qualification or understanding this. They don't. Seeing is believing. They think that's what it is. Why would he? Like, I don't understand the motivation why he would lie, why he would fake. I get a lot of people say it. He's been doing this for 8 years. 6 years, actually. But, you know, he's been doing this for 8 years, or since he was born, whichever it, you know, whatever takes his fancy at the time. Why would he fake it for that long? You know, he doesn't make any money. You're kidding, right? He doesn't make any money. Just ask him if you can buy one of those boxes, and it'll be along the lines of, well, I don't make them for everybody, you know, so shh, I'll make you one maybe, you know. He's very slight, every pundit, you know. He's something else. And he's been amused with my channel for a long time, so technically, Huff, I should thank you, because my channel wouldn't exist without you. The only reason my channel existed is because I got so irate, because I was a big fan of his, because he did, believe it or not, back in 2012, he is legit and he was good. He has some good shit. And I just saw him trail off into this fake rubbish that he is now. But obviously the money is the motive why. And it got me angry and sad. Like, for God's sake, what are you doing? You're good at... Why? All too apparent now. Now I learn about his history and what he used to do before this, you know. Not love is the key. Money is the key. And with that, I leave you thoughtless. And any stressed out Huff viewers that are spitting at the mouth now about, you know, what a hater is. And you mustn't question Jim Jones, okay? Just drink the Kool-Aid, you know? Stop your hate. Stop your hate. Your damn hate. You're such a hateful, jealous individual. You really, really are. You hateful individual. I'm going to go now because I'm so hateful and, you know, so jealous. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just talking shit for the sake of talking shit. Maybe I should add some jump cuts in and just get what I want to say. Anyway, I'm out of here. Take care, fellas. Bye-bye.